Everyone's always talking about downtown Kansas City, but let's be real. People that are moving here aren't necessarily living right on Main Street and Grand Boulevard. The truth is that some of the best downtowns in all of Missouri and Kansas are hiding right out in the suburbs and smaller cities around Kansas City. And today I'm ranking the top 10 downtowns in the Kansas City metro. Some of them you probably are going to expect. You've heard them mentioned plenty of times, but others, they're going to be total curveballs. And if you're new here, my name's Kyle, and I've helped hundreds of people move to, from, and around the Kansas City metro. So if you're even thinking about moving in the next 3 days or 3 years, reach out at movingtokc.net/info. All right, so let's jump into the list. Coming in at number 10, downtown Blue Springs. I know. It sounds crazy. Blue Springs isn't exactly known for its walkable downtown vibe, but hear me out. This one's all about potential. For years, downtown Blue Springs has been, lacking. But the city just launched a massive master plan to completely revitalize the core over the next decade. We're talking mixed-use projects, new housing, streetscape improvements, and pedestrian upgrades across 5 different zones. Right now, you can still find solid homes near downtown Blue Springs that are in that $250 to $350 range, but I'd get in now before the transformation really kicks into gear. The city has committed $100 million to this downtown revitalization, and when cities put that kind of money behind a vision, things change fast. Blue Springs already has great schools, ranked number 7 in Missouri according to Niche, plus easy access to lakes and outdoor spaces. Once downtown gets its glow up, this could be one of the best values in the metro for that small town charm with big city proximity. Coming in at number 9, we've got downtown Olathe. And I'll admit, a year ago, this one wouldn't have made my list, but downtown Olathe is having a moment right now. You've got new spots like Char Bar and Pizza 51 moving in, plus the County Square Commons project, which is bringing new energy to the historic core. The downtown area has that authentic small town feel, but with modern restaurants and shops that actually make it worth visiting. And here's what's cool. Olathe's downtown still feels accessible. You're not paying downtown Kansas City prices, but you're getting walkable streets, local businesses, and regular events throughout the year. Home prices near downtown Olathe range from $350 to $500, which is solid value for Olathe schools and Johnson County location. Plus, it's where they host the Old Settlers Day Festival and Parade every September, so you can walk right out your door and take part in the festivities. Olathe is becoming the kind of place where you can have the small town downtown experience, but still be 30 minutes from everything else in the metro. All right, coming in at number 8 on our list is downtown Liberty. This one's got that historic small town square that feels straight out of a movie, and I mean that in the best way. Liberty's downtown centers around the courthouse square, and it's one of those places where you can actually park, walk around, grab coffee, hit up local shops, and feel like you're in an actual community. They've got the Liberty Historic Square with local businesses, restaurants, and regular events throughout the year. And here's what's exciting. Similar to Blue Springs, Liberty just approved a major revitalization plan for their historic downtown that includes new lofts, shops, restaurants, and more housing. The goal is to keep the small town charm, but layer in the modern amenities and gathering spaces. Home prices around downtown Liberty are still reasonable. Expect to pay around $300 to $450 for something walkable to the square. Plus, you're getting into the top-rated school district in Clay County, which doesn't hurt for resale value. Liberty's about 30 minutes north of downtown KC, so you get the small town feel without being completely disconnected from the city. And coming in at number 7, this one's a little bit different. We have downtown Lenexa, and specifically Lenexa City Center. This one might surprise you because it's not a traditional downtown. It's completely planned and built from scratch. But you know what? It works. City Center is basically what happens when you take the best part of suburban living and make it walkable. You've got restaurants, shops, apartments, a farmer's market, a civic campus, and even a public library all in one interconnected area. It's polished, it's modern, and it actually feels like a community gathering place. The farmer's market here is legit, ranked among one of the best in the metro, and there are events year-round from concerts to festivals to the Great Lenexa Barbecue Battle. Now, homes near City Center aren't cheap. You're looking at like $400 to $600 for something walkable to the action, but for Johnson County schools, modern amenities, and that planned community feel, it's actually solid value. Not to mention, you have Shawnee Mission Park just to the north of the city center, which is a huge plus. The city center's not trying to be quaint or historic. It's building a blueprint for what modern suburban downtowns can look like, and honestly, it's working. Now, coming in at number 6, we have one of my favorites, downtown Lee Summit. This is one of those downtowns that just keeps getting better every time I visit. Lee Summit's historic downtown has that perfect mix of local character and modern energy. You've got boutique shops, local restaurants, breweries, and they just completed the first phase of a $41 million Green Street development. That includes an indoor farmers market, outdoor performance area, public art, and plans for a boutique hotel down the road. The downtown area feels authentic, not like it was designed by a committee. You can grab dinner, catch live music, and actually enjoy being there without feeling like you're in a strip mall. Home prices around downtown Lee Summit are still one of the better values for what you could get. Expect to pay like $350,000 to $500,000 for something walkable to the action. And you're getting Lee Summit schools, which are ranked number 4 in Missouri according to Niche. Now, I always call Lee Summit the Overland Park of Missouri, which has a great vibe, great amenities, family friendly, but without the Johnson County price tag. Number 5 on our list is none other than downtown Parkville. And this one's honestly underrated. If Hallmark movies were real, downtown Parkville would absolutely be the set. Parkville sits right on the Missouri River bluffs, so you get these incredible views plus a walkable downtown that feels like it hasn't changed in 50 years. And I mean that in the best way. You've got local boutiques, cafes, antique shops, and Park University right there that adds some serious Disney energy to the mix. English Landing Park connects right to downtown, so you can walk from coffee shops to riverfront trails without getting in your car, and the farmers market here draws people in from all over the Northland. Plus, they have Parkville Days here in late August, which is one of my family's favorite festivals in the metro, and you have Parkville Nature Sanctuary, which has 3 miles of wooded hiking trails. If you're looking for small town charm with river views and a legitimate walking downtown, this might just be your spot. Now, expect to pay $400 to $700 for homes near downtown Parkville, but you're paying for that unique riverfront location and Park Hill schools. Coming in at number 4 is downtown Overland Park. Now, this one's a bit different because Overland Park is currently undergoing this massive renovation for their downtown farmers market. We're talking a $34 million renovation that they're currently doing right now. And when it's complete, you'll have indoor vendor spaces, outdoor shade structures, expanded seating, and a true community gathering space for concerts, watch parties, and events. Plus, all the local shops and restaurants, including the Peanut, which has some of the best wings in Kansas City, that have been building up around this area for years. Now, before the renovation, the farmers market itself was already one of the best in the metro, and now they're building infrastructure around it that could turn this into a legitimate destination. Home prices around downtown OP vary wildly depending on which side you're on. You could pay $300 for an older ranch that needs work, or $800 plus for something completely updated and walkable to the action. What you're getting is quiet suburban neighborhoods, great schools, plus all the amenities that make Overland Park consistently rank as one of the best places to live in the country. And once this farmers market renovation is done, downtown OP could move all the way up to the top of the list. All right, coming in at number 3, this one is a little different, feels a little more urban, but we have North Kansas City, and it's not a huge surprise, but it's just different than the suburbs that we've already mentioned. North KC has quietly become one of the coolest spots in the entire metro. You've got Chicken and Pickle, Cinder Block Brewery, The Rabbit Hole, and a whole strip of local bars and restaurants that feel more like a neighborhood in Portland than suburban Missouri. What makes North Kansas City work is authenticity. These aren't chain restaurants or corporate developments. It's local business owners who saw potential in this area and made it happen. The result is a downtown that actually has personality and draws people from all over the metro, not just locals. And the value here is still incredible. You can find homes near downtown North Kansas City for $200,000 to $400,000, which is amazing for something this close to downtown Kansas City with this much walkable energy. Plus, we have Screenland Armour, which is one of my favorite spots in the entire metro to catch a good flick. Speaking of Armour, this is where most of the action happens under the gateway, and it's legitimately pedestrian friendly. You can bar hop, grab dinner, catch live music, and never get in your car. North KC is the kind of place where you move and wonder why you ever considered more expensive areas that don't have half the character. At number 2, we've got downtown Prairie Village, and specifically the area around the shops at Prairie Village. Now, Prairie Village isn't a traditional downtown, but the shops function like one. You've got local shops, restaurants, coffee houses, and that walkable small town feel that makes Prairie Village so desirable. What sets PV apart is the combination of charm, location, and schools. You're minutes from Brookside, close to the plaza, and in one of the most walkable suburbs in Johnson County. The tree-lined streets, matured neighborhoods, and that sense of community make it feel really special. Now, they're currently also redeveloping the old Macy's that's been sitting vacant for years, and one of the vendors that just announced they're moving in is a brewery from Iowa called Big Grove Brewery. So they're going to have this really cool patio, outdoor seating area, and brew their own beers, which is going to elevate the experience at the shops. Home prices around Prairie Village's downtown area are not cheap. Expect $400 to $800, depending on condition, proximity to the action. But what you're paying for is that walkability and Shawnee Mission East, which is one of the best high schools in the metro, and that Prairie Village lifestyle that people move here specifically for. This area has been discovered for a while now, so it's not a hidden gem, but it's popular for a reason. The quality of life here is just different. And coming in at number 1 is downtown Kansas City. And I know I said this was about areas near downtown, but this comeback story is too good not to talk about. Power and Light, the Crossroads, the River Market. Downtown KC is absolutely crushing it right now. I remember 15 years ago when downtown felt empty after 5 p.m. Now it's got energy 7 days a week. You've got incredible restaurants, the streetcar connecting all the way down to the plaza, thousands of people living in converted lofts and new high-rises, and development happening on every corner. The KC Current Stadium at the riverfront, South Loop Park being built over I-670, new hotels, new apartments. It's wild how much this place has changed. And the best part, prices are still reasonable compared to downtowns in cities like Denver and Austin. I actually just sold a cute 1-bedroom condo to a client of mine right in the heart of downtown for $200,000. Or you could spend $600 plus for something completely modern with city views. Downtown KC has become a legitimate place to live, work, and hang out, not just visit occasionally. And with projects like the streetcar expansion and Berkeley Riverfront continuing to develop, this is just the beginning. So what do you think about this list? Would you move to any of these areas? Did I miss any that we should have included? Let me know in the comments. And if you're still looking for a place to live in the Kansas City Metro, or you're thinking about making a move, we'd love to help. My team and I have helped hundreds of people find their right neighborhood right here in Kansas City. Just head over to movingtokc.net/info to grab our free relocation guide, or shoot us an email at info@movingtokc.net. And if you want to stay plugged into everything happening in Kansas City, from new restaurants to development updates, be sure to subscribe to the KCC newsletter. The link's down in the comment below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.